Good morning, everybody. So, it's a new day. About to have some coffee. And yeah, and if you're wondering why I'm holding a sock, the camera that you're watching me through is what I put that camera in this sock. So, keep the lens from scratching. Always try to protect them. So yeah. This is Tootsie Kitty. So yeah. Well, yeah, I got to watch a kitty jump. That's pretty fun, ain't it? Uh, and to jump back up on the counter. She loves jumping on things. She loves to lay on things. Cats, I guess they like heights. They probably do best in trees and mountains, hills, and things like that, don't they? Yep. So, anyways, new news for me and the music I do and the music I'm promoting and sharing. I got a new, trying to think of what I did. Okay, so I updated my website a little bit. I put up a new song that I did called Let's Go. So if y'all check hotrapmix.com, I got that up. Plus I made a new update to my merch. And I put the link up on my website as well so y'all can buy t-shirts and coffee mugs and things like that. So check up on Hot Rap Mix, not Rap Mix, hotrapmix.com every once in a while to see what's going on there in the merch. You know, I might have a new item for sale. I might have new music, and not just my music, but other people's music as well. You can see what I'm jamming, you know. And I usually talk about it on my podcast. I interview people as well, so y'all can hear some of my interviews at my website. You can also, you know, check out the albums that I've recommended, singles and things like that. Some songs that I provide are, you know, stuff that you have to pay for, but, you know, in the day of streaming, you might be able to find most of those artists' work on YouTube without having to pay for it. You just can listen to their music. So if you want to just do a search for the albums I'm recommending, you could. But if you want to support me and my website, if you want to pay for the artist's music just so you can have it, because, you know, music sometimes doesn't always stay up on the store forever. If they use TuneCore or something else, it might be taken down eventually if they don't pay yearly. If they've retired as an artist, I've known several artists who their music I'd search for later to promote it, and then it's not there no more. Like, it's basically taken down after a year or two of inactivity that they haven't paid for it, and they haven't been artists making new music, and they've been just doing the family life, the ministry, and all that kind of thing. They became pastors or youth leaders or something else, and they stopped doing music for some reason, maybe to focus more on that. So in that case, if you still want to jam their music, because they still made pretty hot music, it's not that their music stopped being hot just because they stopped being rappers. So, you know, their music's still up on the web, or it should be, you know. But if it's not, you might want to download it to keep forever, you know. And then, you know, some of their music still might be up. I mean, Soldiers on a Mission is an example of a group that, you know, some of their music's still up and some of it's not. So it depends where you look. They re-uploaded a bunch of their music to be free on SoundCloud because they probably knew that their music wasn't really up on the music stores anymore. But, you know, if you use CD Baby, CD Baby. Sorry, I'm mumbling here now. But CD Baby is, if you're an artist, I'd recommend CD Baby because your music stays up forever. It stays up where you can listen to it year after year, and now I feel like I'm just rambling, not using my brain to talk. Okay, so you upload once and it stays there year after year. It's a one-time thing. You pay for it and it's up forever, pretty much. You know, unless CD Baby changes their policies, but I doubt they will. I hope they don't. And so it should be up forever. And CD Babies is what I recommend. You know, CD Baby for artists, and that way listeners will be able to still listen to your music long after you retire. So just that to keep in mind. But anyways, I'm trying to think of what else I was going to talk about. My podcast, I recommended some movies. An old school one that's sort of underground, and SOM, Soldiers on a Mission. The guys that I just talking about, they have a song called Pain. And I finally found that was actually, they made that song especially for the or specifically for the podcast, for the soundtrack for the movie, and it's like a hood gangster movie. It's, or like, they're not really gangsters, they're hustlers, but they're street people, and it was made by Street Life Worldwide, which is like a outreach, or like a I guess you can say a ministry. And so they kind of work close with other people that are in the circle of Christian rap, like Trey 9, Vaughn Juan, Terrence Levi, the creator of Street Life Worldwide and the movies, has been seen as a mentor by some of these people. So that's why I recommended that movie, because it's closely knitted with the rappers that I like, and they speak well of him. And then there's a new movie called Canal Street coming out. So this is going to be a brand new movie, and it's supposed to feature some of the Christian rappers that I like, Trip Lee and Angie Rose, at least their music, I think, and 1K Few. So I know the music was playing in the background for the advertisement, and they showed like the Breakfast Club. So I don't know what kind of movie it is exactly, but it's supposed to feature some Christians in that movie. So I hope it's a really good movie. But it's takes place in New York, I think around the Bronx or something like that, or somewhere in New York. I don't know where Canal Street is, but I've never been to New York. My sister has, and so I'm yet to see New York. But I'm a down south Texas man. I've been up north once to Ohio to see my mom's home state, and that's about it. Been to Kentucky as well twice. Once to go to Ohio, and once to do this little Amway thing, a conference, and then I've been to Tennessee and a few other of those states on the way to these on these two different occasions, as well as going through Mississippi and Louisiana and some of these southern states to get to Florida, and to get to well, I don't know about all of them being states I went through to get to Kentucky and to Ohio, but I know Mississippi I've been through several times. So Florida I've been to twice, once for my stepdad's family, and once to visit Full Sail University in Florida, which is a school that I wanted to go to learn about game design or level design or animation, one of the two. It looks like you couldn't really do both. You had to kind of pick or choose one or the other. And I've leaned over to animation for the past few years, because you can apply animation, what you learn in animation, to game design and development. You could just pick up Udemy courses or something and try to apply your animation skills to a game if you wanted to. So that's why if I went to Full Sail, I'd probably go to do animation. But yeah. As far as other things to talk about, my back's starting to hurt a little bit. You know, I just woke up, but my bed is not the most comfortable in the world, so you know, it's one of those spring mattresses. So yeah, I'm just standing here with holding my sock and my coffee cup here and trying to talk to y'all here, standing up. So. Anyways, check out my website, hotrapmix.com, and I might make some promo cups for y'all to have in y'all's house, so when y'all have friends over to come drink coffee or whatever, and they're digging in your cabinets, they check out my website. They've got their little smartphones. We live in this smartphone day and age, so it's not like they gotta like write it down. They could, but they could snap a photo of it or whatever if they're curious, and or they could, you know, yeah, they could do that, and then they could visit the website anytime they wanted to. So yeah, I encourage people to take a lot of photos. When you see stuff interesting and you don't want to forget about it, that's what you do. You take a photo, because you never know if you're going to see that thing again. And so we live in the multimedia day and age. We should take advantage of our technology. You know, take a photo when you get a chance, or a screenshot, or whatever, you know. But yeah, and then save it where you can find it and things like that. You know, try to organize your folders and things like that, so you know you can find things. Because I know how it feels for me. All the projects I've worked on, I wanted to find something, and I realized, man, I'm gonna have to do some real cleanup here. So yeah, I gotta get organized. But other than that, I've just been watching some Napoleon Dynamite, going to work, things like that. Trying to work on some new music. Like I said, I made that Let's Go song. Y'all see my ginger snaps over there? I'm totally making this random, but it's a VR video. It's supposed to be kind of interesting. So, check out my ginger snaps. Napoleon Dynamite's grandma likes them, apparently. I watched the cartoon animation. Wish they would have made that show a little bit longer. You know, they only made 6 episodes for the animated version of Napoleon Dynamite. But yeah. Can't think of anything else to say. You know, most of the artists, if you want to stay up to date with Christian rap and hip hop, I'd recommend checking out David Livick or Track Stars or DJ Wado or Rapzilla. All these things, most of them have either podcasts or video blogs. David, to my knowledge, doesn't have a podcast. I hope one day he will, or he'll feature on. But Track Stars has a podcast. DJ Wado has a podcast. I don't think Crew Nation does. Crew Nation is similar to David Livick. It's mainly video blogs that keep people up to mix with current news with Christian rap and hip hop. And so Track Stars and DJ Wado sort of do some of the same things, but they're a little more on the side of like talking about the artist and a lot of different other things, and promoting some music, and you know, they're a little more different in their format. These are like multiple people organized together to work on like pretty much organized show that can run 30 minutes to an hour long, versus usually Crew Nation and David Livick keep it kind of short and sweet and 10 minutes long. So I definitely encourage y'all to check out David Livick, because you know he's doing a lot of great work with his video blog, and same with Crew Nation. check them both out. Subscribe to both. That way, if one, kind of short or slow of putting out a video one week, you'll have the other one to look at. So, I mean, they're not a competition. They're both working for the same king and the same kingdom, for Christ, for Jesus. So, you know, promoting and supporting both of them is the best thing to do, because, I see how a lot of people are trying to divide Christian rap. They're trying to say, support Bizzle, support God over money. They're more bold than Lecrae and Reach Records and stuff. They're compromising. They're selling out to Illuminati and stuff like that. Well, they're not knowing the whole story, and they aren't seeing things behind the scenes, like where Lecrae is actively engaging with people online about, like that when somebody has a question about theology and they're saying, oh, you're trying to force this whole Christianity thing is just like them trying to force the government trying to force religion on people or something like that, and Lecrae comes back at them and says, hey, check out this book or whatever, and tries, to defend the faith. So they don't see that. They just are looking closely at things they want to see, and then they're trying to say one rap group is better than the other when both are working for the same team. In fact, Bizzle's done a song with Lecrae before, and he has much love for God over money, and so hopefully in the future they'll work a little bit more, so these people who are on the GOM side and the Bizzle side will realize, man, Lecrae is for us, and they're like not trying to divide. Of course, there always is those kind of people who just want to try to get everybody against each other, regardless of the friendships that are formed and solidified and countless times affirmed and confirmed. Maybe one day people will wake up. Some people, over time start to see that, Lecrae isn't what the media portrayed him out to be. And I'm not talking about the mainstream Fox or anything, because those people don't cover Lecrae on many occasions.